for the kid, I know 20-year-olds that are making $40 to $70 million a year on the back of their Instagram and YouTube and selling merchandise. These numbers have become staggering. Like, just so you guys know, in the next 36 months, next 4 years, it will become obvious to America and the world that celebrities on social media are making dramatically more money than celebrities in real life. When you guys read the headline that 2 kids that do soccer tricks are making on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram in 5 years are making more money than Ronaldo, shit's gonna get confusing. And this is what's happening. And so I guess the energy that I really want to bring this morning, very simply in this calm demeanor, is it hasn't even started. And I think a lot of us think it's in it, that we're in it, that it's been happening, that a lot of good stuff has happened for others, for ourselves. Literally, if you're in this audience and have done nothing, you have 401 followers on Twitter, your Facebook page is still your personal page and you don't have a fan page, you've done nothing on Instagram, literally if you're at nothing, which is, by the way, extremely rare for this audience, but common for most of mine, I actually think that the audience I spoke to yesterday in New Orleans, who were construction and general contractors who are not in this at all, have a weird slight advantage over a lot of people in here, which is why I'm using this as my opening rant. They have heard about all this stuff, but haven't started, and so for them, it's a clean slate, and they're just going in. You've already been affected, positively or negatively. You've already had successes and failures. You've already quantified this, yet I don't believe that we've quantified how big it actually is. So this whole little rant is very simple. Here's where I'm at with all of you. Number one, you need to realize how fucking great it is to be alive and a professional during this time right now, because it was worse for your grandparents and it's going to be worse for your grandkids. Here's why. This moment right now, this is how it's going to play out, and I'm putting it on film and I'll look back at it. This is the land grab of the internet. Virtual reality will come, and maybe you'll learn from this, and so many of you are young, and in 20 years, everybody in this audience will be able to land grab their virtual reality space. But right now, this is the land grab to establish yourself as the personality, the authority, the organization, the service in your industry still. You could have 4 competitors who've got more followers than you. You could have people you look up to that have crushed it and things of that nature that will speak today, but still, we haven't even come close. The analogy I would use is if I am part of the crew that bought beachfront property in Malibu for the attention of the end consumer on the internet, we're still selling the second row of homes. And a lot of people here think we're already not even selling that neighborhood because it's sold out. Do you understand? What I really, really, really want to get across this morning is that the opportunity hasn't even fully begun. The penetration of attention hasn't begun. The biggest companies in the world have still not been spending on Facebook. Guys, you have to understand that over the next 3 to 5 years, and I don't know when, but somewhere in that window, eventually Coca-Cola and BMW and Budweiser are going to wake up, and they're not going to spend 70 and 80% of their money on television commercials and banner ads. And that's what's happening, just so you know. When they do, and they are on the cusp, because when things like Toys R Us go out of business, people get scared. And I don't know if you guys saw the Netflix numbers that came out yesterday. Like, Netflix is about to pass cable television before you know it. It's not going to take them very long. Like, shit's happened. And so in the next 36 months, when you're trying to put your content or your open house or where I should travel to on a Facebook feed, and today it costs $4 to $6 to $7 to get in front of 1,000 people's feed, of only which 25 will look at it, because you know how you go through the feed, which is fine. If that costs $6 to $7 today, when the biggest companies in the world get serious about this in the next 3 to 4 years, it's going to cost you 40. And that's going to fuck up your business. That's going to make the ROI not as good. Simple supply and demand. I play no other game. Supply and demand of your attention. Period. End of story.